Okay, it's Saturday 31st of August. I'm still adjusting to life, not on the road. So, someone got in touch with me on Warmshowers this week. His name is Christos, he's from Greece. And first of all he visited earlier in the week, and then he went up to the Lake District, and then he's come back to Liverpool. And he was making his plans and everything to go to Wales from Liverpool. And I got jealous, so I said, I'll come with you. So now this is somewhere I'm one of the few people from Liverpool who's never been here. I'm at Talaka. There's not much here, and it's getting dark, but look at the sunset. This is Christos. Can't actually see that sunset, can you? There we go. So putting the lights on and maybe going to Rhyl, another place I've not been. It's 10 to 10. We still haven't found anywhere to camp, and I'm getting hungry. And Christos just disappeared into the darkness. I'm in Prestatyn. Find my body. Okay, so we camped in a park last night in Prestatyn because there's no campsites around here. Christos normally sleeps in just open shelters, like bus shelters, and in parks and things like that. But I wasn't having that, and it did rain loads last night. There he is now on his bench, and I was really surprised. There's been dog walkers already this morning. They were just lovely with him, absolutely lovely. I'm thinking my plan is to cycle on to Llandudno because there's a cycle path all the way there, and then get the train back, which will take about 3 hours. Nothing better to do on a Sunday, so that's what I'm doing. Windy, it's windy in the headwind way. There's some brave soul wakeboarding out there. Wow, how windy it is. So this is Rhyl, windy, and we've just been to this bike hub, which apparently is like a cafe, a charity cafe. It's really nice, the food looks lovely, and yeah, next stop Llandudno in a headwind. Yep. Bit windy. Woo! Sure, this is just like Athens. Love sneaking. Alright, I've just said goodbye to Christos. He's heading off further into Wales. I'm in beautiful Llandudno. Hope that worked. And I'm thinking of just cycling. Well, cycling back to Chester. It's about 50 miles, and I think it's about 3:30 right now. I just think it's doable because I'll have a tailwind. So that's the plan. And yeah, I'll catch up with you in a bit. So this is the stretch where the waves were coming over the wall when I was going the other direction. Christos was saying he doesn't like riding the same route twice, back in the forward and back, but you get a different view. I'm looking this way this time. It's gorgeous. Tide's gone out. It's like a whole different place. Right, I've got 8 minutes to my train. Hang on a sec to turn me light out. I'm gonna have a massive rant. Maybe not 8 minutes worth of ranting, but I'll cheer up in a minute and update. But this light, what's the brand name? Lesine. 30 quid or something like that off Wiggle. Absolute piece of crap. It's a USB rechargeable light. I've been charging it all day on me on my dynamo, and I got about 20 minutes of light out of it, and then it kind of flashes and goes on like half light, and I've just had to cycle along loads of completely dark lanes, terrified. I've had to sprint for the last 5 miles because I was just waiting for the lights to just completely die on me. Absolutely terrified. If I had batteries, I just put another pair of batteries in. It's dead easy to charge. It's dead easy to carry a couple of spare batteries around with you, and they last for weeks. So that's going binned or getting stuck on eBay. And also, yeah, it doesn't fit on my handlebars, so it has to go on my fork. So it doesn't like light up the whole road, and you can't actually reach it to switch it on and off. So it's rubbish. Yeah, okay. The other thing I don't like is commute. Commute is driving me mad. Didn't know where Capenhurst station was, so it just sent me to Capenhurst village, and then Google Maps sent me to the wrong platform, so I had to try and find in the dark. No signposts, not a signpost to be seen. This isn't Germany. So anyway, I was just really panicking, so I'm a little bit stressed right now, but I saved myself like 2 miles by coming to Capenhurst, and a brainwave to come to Capenhurst rather than Chester. Took about 40 minutes till I get to James Street, and then I got about another 5 miles to go. I've done 69 miles today. Nice. What else was I going to say? I know. Oh, the other thing about commute. Oh, this is really so annoying. Commute. It's got different choices. You can put in mountain biking. You can put in road cycling. You know, fast. You can put in bike touring. Gravel bike is one. It goes into very, very specific types of cycling.
Please do not leave luggage or personal belongings unattended at any time. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text British Transport Police on 61016. See it, say it, sort it.
Right, yeah. So I obviously choose bike touring, right? If you're bike packing, you know, you're carrying 2 titanium chopsticks and a bivy bag, you just choose mountain biking or road biking. Oh, there's a bat just flew past my knee. Anyway, I choose bike touring because look at my bike. It's a heavy bastard. So, I don't mind having miles, not onto me. Elevation, I can't do more than like 8% for very long. I can just about do 10 for a minute. And also I need good services. So, don't save me 5 miles by sending me on a 2-mile route that is vertical like that. I had such a great tailwind going along the riverfront. This video, you know, I've done so many nice things today and yesterday. In this video, half the content is just going to be me ranting. And I've got lots of nice things to say, but I need to calm down, collect my thoughts. Hopefully there's a beer left in the fridge when I get home, and then I'll cheer up and say nice things. But there you go. Okay, it's Monday morning now. I didn't want to leave that last video on a rant because I had such a nice day yesterday and the day before cycling, so I want to put on a more positive note. First thing, yeah, you might have noticed I had a bit of a haircut. Took the kitchen scissors to it because I was just bored. Okay, so first of all, so that all came about, that little trip yesterday, because of Warmshowers, which I think I've explained in other videos, but if you haven't heard of it, it's like a couch surfing website, but specifically for bike tourists. I used it twice while I was away, once in Mons and once in Colmar. It was really good. So you can just stay over with someone, you can meet up, they'll show you around, or they'll, feed you, put a roof over your head, and the important part is, yeah, the warm shower. So last week, Christos came to Liverpool. He actually stayed with someone else for a couple of nights. I met him during the daytime. I said, I'm at work at the minute, got time on my hands, so I'll show you around. So yeah, showed him around Liverpool. Told him to go to the Lake District because it's so beautiful, and he went and didn't have a great time because it was, I think the weather was great. He ended up some very big hills. There was a tree across his path, and then the ferry back across Windermere wasn't running. So I think it was, yeah, not the best experience of the Lake District. So we came back to Liverpool and we put him up. Luckily I've got a spare room in this house at the minute, so my landlord will put him up. We ended up getting all the maps out and everything, giving him ideas of where to go in Wales. We actually sent him to our friends John and Tanya visited, and they've got a place in Wales, so that's where he went after I left him. And we've given him a couple of addresses to go to as well. But yeah, as all this planning was taking place, I was thinking, I've got nothing to do. There's been a festival down in Sefton Park this weekend as well, Fusion Festival, so we didn't really want to stay in Liverpool. So I threw my stuff together. And yeah, generally just want to say about Warmshowers, it was a really good experience. That was our first experience of hosting. Brilliant. I mean, it's always someone you've got something in common anyway, because they're a bike packer. Christos was absolutely lovely, really good guest. He was, and he was great company, really kind, really generous. And then when I went bikepacking with him for the overnighter, he's a really experienced bikepacker, so I learned quite a bit from him. He had good equipment. I knew where to get food and where to, you know, how to camp and find places to shelter. So I learned a lot. That was really good. One thing I did realise with him coming over, he's very political. He's tour this year. I'll put a link to his website. It's got a message. He's doing it under the kind of refugees welcome banner. So he's an anarchist and quite political, and involved in lots of things like that. In Greece, they have a lot of squats and things. So he's asking to see stuff like that in Liverpool. Now, I do know a few charities that work with refugees and things. And he's wanting to see like the underground side of Liverpool. Now, I don't know if it's just because I'm older now and out of touch, but I couldn't really think of many places. My friends were putting a Swedish anarchist heavy metal band on last week, but he wasn't into heavy metal. And yeah, I think I was thinking, you know, am I out of touch or is Liverpool gone crap? A few years ago, I could have thought of some better places to go to, some more independent places like that. But cycling around Liverpool now, you think, oh, that used to be good, and now it's a hotel. That used to be good, now it's student apartments. And are we really as radical as we think we are? Comparatively against the rest of the country, we definitely are. But as a country, we're not that great. But I did get on Saturday, got to take him to, there was obviously a huge protest in St George's Hall against this government coup, this pathetic, ridiculous thing that is happening right now, this affront to democracy. And then there was actually 2 protests on simultaneously. Then we went to the Extinction Rebellion protest down at Man Island, which my housemate and Anna and everyone were at, which was lovely. And they did a roadblock for about 8 hours, which was good. So it's good to see there are things happening. I think the most radical people in Liverpool are our pensioners. There's an Merseyside Pensioners Association, which I used to have some dealings with in my last job. They are brilliant. They can rally up a protest at the drop of a hat, and they are so switched on, and they're on top of anything, and they're brilliant. But it should be the young people. Some of these young people need to. That was what was missing at those protests. It's like the kind of the 20-somethings, I think. Obviously, there were some there. The kids seem to be doing well with all this climate strike stuff, but where's our 20-somethings? Where's our students? Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, another good thing about this weekend is we've wild camped. Or I say wild. We were in a park. And like I say, I said in the video, Christos will often just sleep in public places. And I was like, oh, don't do that. People are so busybodies, you know, they'll ask us what you're doing here, should you be here, I'm going to phone the police and stuff. And in the morning, to be fair, you know, we looked, you know, with the tents and the bikes and everything with us, I suppose, but Christos was sat on the bench, and I just heard these dog walkers come along, and this little lady was lovely. She was like, oh, well, have a nice day there. enjoy your trip and everything. I thought, oh, that restored my faith in humanity quite a bit. I mean, I have to think she was pretty brave. If I was in her position, very early in the morning, finding people in the park like that, I might have been a bit afraid, but she wasn't. She was lovely. And one thing I've learned from that is I need better lights. Obviously, my actual bike light failed. I'm going to get a really good head torch, because putting up my tent made me actually lose my patience for the first time. Yeah, I was effing and jeffing putting my tent up because I couldn't really see what I was doing properly. Cycling with somebody else again was good experience. Last year when I went wild camping in Wales, I went with my old housemate Luke, and it's made me realise it's very, I think it's very hard to find someone you can compatible with on those type of things. Luckily with both Luke and Christos, they were both incredibly patient, nice people. Because I don't think my best side comes out when I'm bike camping, and if I've only got myself to keep myself company, it doesn't really matter, because I can just I don't dwell on it, I think. But when with other people, I think, oh, you're having to listen to me swear and complain, because I know on Saturday night I was hungry, I was cold, and I was tired. Not a great combination, but luckily I was with good patient people. So yeah, I'm really happy cycling on my own. I don't get lonely at all. And like I say, I've been lucky with the people I've gone with. But yeah, with the wrong person, that could have got unpleasant. But it wasn't. It was an incredibly pleasant weekend. Lovely. Weather wasn't great. Obviously coming from Greece, I don't think Christos enjoyed our weather very much. And there was a headwind the whole time. But I don't actually mind headwinds. I'm on the flat. And it was just stunning. Wales has really helped me. I've always been a Lake District person. I spent a lot of time in the Lake District growing up. And that's always been my favourite place to go to. But Wales is peaking in it. It's quite a lot like Germany. It's got the mountains, it's got the old castle. And it's much greener than the Lake District. It's got a lot more trees, which is good. But I do like lakes as well. So yeah, God, I've been going on for ages. So yeah, I just want to put that on a positive note. I'll try and put some pictures up about, like, to show you what a nice time we had. And obviously, I'm sorry Christos didn't feature very much in this video. He's not on the run or anything. I'm not trying to hide him. Well, I think he is. But yeah, that's definitely a good experience. I hope someone else gets in touch on Warmshowers and we can do the same again.